Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Shovel Knight playthrough. This is episode number 2. And, we basically started our adventure here. We completed the plains, we moved on, checked out the village, and we also checked out the Truffle Pond as well. Now we can actually get some a move on here and actually play one of the 2 levels we have available to us right now. So we have Pridemore Keep, the lair of King Knight, and then we also have the Locket with the lair of Specter Knights. Because this stage down here is being blocked by this lock first, I'm actually going to go ahead and do Specter Knight stage first. But we will be probably doing both of these in this video if I had to estimate. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the Locket. Or Lichyard. I don't know. I also just really love this song, by the way. I mean, not that that's really saying too much, because like I've said before, the music in this game is just outstanding as it is, but this is, I think, one of my favorite tunes in the game. Like, this is one I find myself just kind of like humming to myself every now and then. God, the soundtrack in this game is so freaking good. Just very, very pleasing for the ears. Oh wait, that's right. I was like, wait, how do I get those jewels right there? Obviously, if you do that, ghost will appear, so be a little careful with that. Oh god, bomb. Be careful of the bomb, everybody. You don't want to explode. Also right here, obviously, like, I wasn't supposed to do that necessarily, but you can actually kind of use enemies to your advantage when it comes to... Maybe I can't. I just want to get back up here. Okay, there we go. But yeah, you can use enemies to bounce up to higher ledges if you can. In fact, there's a lot of hidden collectibles that will actually be required to get through that means. So be very careful when you destroy enemies. If you're trying to collect as much as you can, obviously make sure that you've done that. So here, I was kind of talking about this earlier. Checkpoints. You can break them, and you can get some nice treasure for them. But keep in mind, if you do that, you cannot use that checkpoint anymore, so be very, very careful. Because the last thing you want to do is, like, I don't want to say screw yourself, because, I mean, it's not like this game is, like, super hard or anything, but still, like, you know, if you get rid of all those checkpoints, you won't have a way to go back to a place easily after you die, so just be very careful with that kind of stuff. Looks like we have a... Oh, God. That's a mini-boss. Thankfully, he gave us a nice health refill, though, so... Even though we were lacking some health, we were able to get some back right there. Man, these frogs can jump. I mean, frogs can always jump. That's not really too surprising, but these frogs, they leap. They're coming at us with leaps and bounds here. So here I'm trying to pay attention to the room whenever the screen lights up, just to see where exactly certain things are. And see, even if there's not like an indentation on the wall, sometimes they'll still be hidden goodies, so just, you know, be careful with you know, not missing like certain hidden secrets in this game. Here I'm trying to be careful because there are gaps in the floor we're trying to avoid. Hey, we made it to the checkpoint, so that's good. Now here's the thing, I believe like once you break a checkpoint, that checkpoint will always be broken, even in future replays of a stage. So even though that we broke it this time, it'll still be broken next time we play this stage. There is ultimately an achievement in this game where you have to break all the checkpoints and essentially beat the levels after the fact. This can be kind of dangerous. Actually, I was getting kind of scared there that I wasn't going to be able to make that, but we did good. We did good. Scare off the goat. Ah! Damn skeleton. Okay, so there is something in here. Boom, 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 boom. That's how you do it. Okay. Okay, there was a music sheet here. Okay, we're good. I did hear the music sheet thing play, the jingle, so I know that I got it. Just to make sure there wasn't anything hidden right there. Okay, so this is kind of one of the main gimmicks of this level. You have this platform that sinks whenever there's more enemies. I don't think it'll, like, sink all the way down. But still, be careful. So, someone kind of talked about this inside the town in the last video. Notice how there's kind of like basically some sparkly water down there. I'm going to do this really quick, just to waste some magic. Because I want to use one of my chalices. I know it might seem weird to do that, but we have two of the same chalice anyway, so it's like whatever. So whenever you fish in these sparkly spots, you'll either get one or two things. You'll get a Truffle, which he'll basically give you an ichor, which he gave us the Archer of Boldness, which is nice. Or you'll also get like a Truffle Gem, which is basically just more gold. So it's definitely good to check those sparkly spots because you can get some good treasure out of them. Frickin' frog. I think there's also an achievement for checking all of the glowing spots, the glowing truffle spots in the game, which I don't think I've actually done, because I didn't realize in my first playthrough and in my practice playthrough that, you know, there was value in checking those out. Let me just make sure there wasn't anything in here. I don't think so. So right here we can use Mr. Helmet. Mr. Helmet, his actual name. Well, I think I lost those gems, unfortunately. Oh well. Okay, so here we have a blue treasure chest. Usually when you see a blue treasure chest, that's usually an indication that you'll find, not really treasure, but you'll find this guy, Chester. In the village or out in the field, I have all the deals. You're not going to believe what I just found in this chest. Want to see? I think so. So you can actually get a special item. So this is the Phase Locket. You escape from all harm briefly. So, you know, kind of like temporary invincibility. But of course, if you use this, you will use up magic in the process. Which I guess I didn't really say it, but you actually use magic whenever you use the Truffle fishing pole. But yeah, we do have our first official, I guess, magic item of the game. Aside from, again, the fishing pole. It's hard to count the fishing pole, but it does use magic, so it does count, I suppose. Okay, let me see. I think this is just heal, or health, but I need health, so I'll go ahead and grab it anyway. I'm not going to break anymore. I showed off the purpose for breaking the checkpoints. What we got in here? Probably just treasure. Oh, no. Okay, there's the other music sheet. Like I said before, there's usually, I mean, for the main stages, there's usually 2 music sheets. So what you're kind of looking for while you're going throughout these levels is you're looking for 2 music sheets and a magic item. There is, I think, 1 stage that's the exception to that rule, though, so it's not the case for every stage, but most stages there'll be just 2 music tracks, and again, the, actually, no, I need that on here. Yeah, the magic item and then the music sheets. So we do have another fishing spot. Let's go ahead and fish up what we got here. Let's see, yep, that's the Truffle Gem, as I like to call it. Gives you 350 gold, which honestly, not too shabby. Again, it's money. You can't complain about that. You can use that to buy even more upgrades. I didn't mean to fall through there, but again, I think we found everything anyway, so I think we're fine with goodies. I feel like we can ignore this guy, but I'll take him down. I mean, it's definitely worthwhile to take down enemies, because they will give you gold as well. There's definitely value in doing that. There we go, got another checkpoint. And again, this level's been going on for about 10 minutes, so like I said before, these stages aren't short. You'll have to play through quite a bit if you want to get through. Okay, let me make sure before I jump down I don't make any mistakes. Oh man, I just barely saw that skeleton right there. I'm gonna... Okay, we're good. And I believe we're actually at the end now, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and grab this checkpoint, bounce on it just to tease, and let's move on to our first boss here. This is no place for the living, mortal. You shall be summoned when it is your time. And everyone has a time, as we saw with your beloved shield knights. Lies! I won't believe such talk from phantoms. Your very existence is a vile deception. Hehehe. The enchantress is just full of surprises. She granted me new life, so that I may take yours. Now, as you can see, Specter Knight has a lot more health than what the Black Knight had. But essentially, like, every normal hit will do about half of their damage value, health value, whatever you want to call it. And again, like in Mega Man, all these bosses, they have patterns. They have patterns, so it's just a matter of figuring out that pattern and trying to mitigate as much damage as possible. And again, we have the Icors as well, the potions. And we even have magic items, too, that we can also use to our advantage. I love when he does that attack right there, because you kind of get two free hits on him, technically, but, you know, one full damage thing of theirs. He is already down to basically the same health we are at this point. Boom! Take that, dude. He's not even laying on solid ground right now. That doesn't look very comfortable. Yeah, we've done it. We beat Specter Knight. We're now going to have our nice little rest here at the campfire. And when we awake, as usual, put out the campfire. And it's good to do that just because you get money for it, too. It's like Smokey the Bear's like, thank you, here's your payment. So there we go. We, well, first of all, two things happened. First of all, we unlocked a kind of bonus stage here, the Forest of Phasing. In addition to that, we also unlocked kind of a Wandering Knight on the map here. Let's go ahead and check out this Wandering Knight now. These will just basically be little, like, either skirmishes or they'll be kind of mini levels. This is basically just kind of like a slightly different variation of the first level we did. Obviously with, you know, slightly different obstacles to deal with. But again, as you can see, they're also full of treasure, so very much worth checking this out, especially if you want to buy more stuff when you get back into town. And again, you get to hear more. You get to hear the same rocking music of the soundtrack again. Like, what could be better, really? But again, it's usually just one room, so it's not like it's like that long of a level either. It's really just for more money. Let's go ahead and go to the Forest of Phasing. Now, we did just get the Phase Locket, and we also just beat this stage to get this. So you can kind of assume that you might be needing that item to actually get through this stage. And that's basically what this is, as we'll talk to this guy. Yikes, spikes. If only I could phase away to safety, I could cross and get so much treasure. So yeah, basically you want to use the Phase Locket here, because it'll make you temporarily invincible to get over those spikes. And that's basically the challenge here, is you want to get through this with your life and using your new item. There's a lot of treasure you can get. They give you just enough time for a lot of these obstacles, too, so I don't think I'm going to destroy those. I don't think there's really much of a need to. And they also, like, give you lots of... Ooh, that was close. They give you lots of magic bottles throughout this as well, just to, you know, make sure you can actually make it through all the obstacles with your life intact. Which is kind of nice that they do that. It was close. Again, there's just like a lot of treasure you can get to, so... I'm not going to get all of it, just going to get the important ones. And yeah, you can use one of your things early if you feel like you're not going to be able to make it through like the room in time. And there we go, we made it through. You get a nice little reward for making it all the way through, as well as another one of the music sheets as well. And yeah, that's going to do it for the Forest of Phasing. So before, I would go ahead and just do this level next, but since we're pretty far in the video already, I think we'll just go back to town and actually use some of the money we got to buy some cool things. We can also turn in all of these music sheets that we've gotten. 6 music sheets, that's going to be 3,000 right there, so... when I presented this theme to Specter Knight, he started conducting with that huge scythe. I'm glad I ducked out of the way in time. Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime, just ask. So yeah, there we go. Got some more music turned in. Our money right now is insane. But let's actually go down here really quick, because this lady right here said she'd give us something if we took care of Specter Knight. You defeated Specter Knight. Now behold my greatest treasure. Dance! And you even get a music sheet too, so that's nice. So let's, well actually, let's go back and see what Chester has before we, Whenever you see a gray music sheet, that means you already got it, obviously. So let's talk to Chester, see what he has. I mean, he has just the Chaos Sphere. An Orb of Boundless Combat Potential. I don't know, like, the best way to describe this. But basically, you throw it, and it kind of bounces on the ground for a while. And any enemies it hits will obviously do damage to the enemies. And it can be kind of a neat little projectile to use. But I wouldn't say it's like the best item in the game to use for combat. But it's there if you want to use it. It's something, I guess you could say. Now that we're got that out of the way, let's go ahead and open this door right here for actually a fun little mini game we can play here. I suppose peaceful solitude is too much to ask for. Well, as long as I'm stranded here, shall we pass the time with a little game? I'll just need 100 gold first. Sure. Alright, I'll conjure up some things, and you can hit them towards the targets for points, okay? So yeah, basically, this is a little mini game you can play. There is a reason to do this. I believe you get a music sheet if you get enough points. Also, hit the colorful flasks, because they'll basically shoot out in a bunch of different directions. We didn't actually get anything from that, but if you want a lot of way to get points, the colorful flasks are the way to do that. The flashing flasks. The flashks. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke, but I don't know if it paid off well. And see, this is honestly good practice for the game, too. Is that not enough? You got 168 points. Yawn, well, color me impressed. Okay, well, we did get it. But yeah, you can get a lot of money from this game, too, the better you do and the higher score you get. I'm not, like, super great at that game, but we got enough for the music sheet, which is all we really needed. And if you remember correctly, we had 2 of the music sheets already, plus those 2 we just got. We have all the music sheets for the town now, which is good. So we'll go ahead and turn these in. Oh, you found Spin Ye Bottle. The client's only reaction was, oh, it's okay, I guess, whatever. Sorry, it's not brooding enough for you. Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime, just ask. Sorry, I kind of botched the reading of that, I guess. So let's go ahead and, if we talk to you again, are you selling another meal ticket? You are, for 4,500. Let me see if, before I do that, you can also buy a magic upgrade from this lady here, which will boost your magic by 10 points. Let's go ahead and get 2 of these, and then we'll also get the meal ticket, I guess. That way we have, like, basically 2 upgrades of each at this point. There we go, we're up to 6 units of health now, and we're up to 50 magic, which is not bad. So I think that's all we're going to do in town, and also for this video as well. I normally want to try to make these videos like somewhere in the 20 to 25 minute range. In some cases we may be able to get through 2 of these stages, in some cases we may not. It all just kind of depends on how the flow of the video goes. But I want to thank all you guys for watching. I hope you guys are still enjoying this project so far. And I'll see you guys next time when we take on Pridemore Keep, the Lair of King Knight. So, yeah, see you guys then. Later, folks.